Hey YouTube, just wanted to do a quick overview of my new Oklahoma Joe Tahoma 900 Autofeed smoker. I got this for my birthday, my 40th. My beautiful, wonderful wife got this for me. I've already seasoned it. I've done a couple of cooks on it already. I did not assemble this. I have no information to give on that outside of I do understand if you follow the QR code with the card that comes with your grill, it's a lot simpler to follow than the booklet. That is what I've seen, at least online. But this came pre-assembled for me, so unfortunately won't be able to answer many questions about that. Quick overview of how this works. This is the hopper. I actually have some ribs in here right now, but you are able to load charcoal in here as well as wood chunks. I believe it holds a whole bag, a 16-pound bag of normal charcoal, and you basically load it in here. It feeds down into an angled tube that drops down into this area right here, where you would essentially light it. And so this is all going to be pretty hot right now, but I'm going to open it up and you'll kind of see here what I'm talking about. Okay, so the charcoal's up here and it feeds down into this. This is where you light the charcoal though. As you can see, I've got a little bit of some wood in there. I'm going to drop some more right now here in a minute. And then this is where you have your fan control. You control it with this dial here, and then it comes with 4 temperature probes. For whatever, it comes with 2 actual probes, but 4 slots for it. So, and a good safety feature is it does turn off the fan anytime you open one of these doors. Ow, it's a little hot. Anyways, I don't know if you can hear the fan running, but one thing I have noticed is this damper here. Even if you shut it off, it appears the charcoal will keep burning. I think that's a pretty common observation that you will see on a lot of the videos you probably watch. Now, there's not a ton of them. There's, I think, maybe 20-25 videos, a few channels out there that have used this smoker. Still quite a bit of information out there. I was in the market for something different. I do have a Home Depot, I guess, Vision Kamado, and then the old Smoky there. And I wanted something with a little bit more space. Those are both 18 inches. As you can see here, this is, as the name says, 900 cubic inches of grilling space. And so here's some ribs I got on there. As you can see though, much more space than my Kamado grill has. And overall I'm happy with it. It's not perfect. There are some things I could probably improve on, maybe the next versions, but the app itself, still kind of learning to work through it. Maybe get a good view here. So it tells me the temperature right now. I can kind of give you a graph reading here. Just open the lid so you can see it drop down. One thing I do notice though is if I were to set the timer, this screen would disappear and I would not be able to see it anymore. I don't know if that's a bug with the app or not. But yeah, just something to consider. I did oil this thing down even on the outside. I'm here in Arizona. I did not know how hot this would get. As we're all aware, all of these grills are made overseas or, well, not in America, right? So, well, I don't know the quality of the paint, if it'll chip eventually or not. I know on some of their offset smokers, which I was looking into, that's a common thing. So I oiled this thing down. I put grapeseed oil, and then I've kind of been spraying it with canola oil. So it's a little oily right now. It does come with gaskets around this box and down here. It did not come with gaskets here. I added these gaskets to help a little bit with the smoke escaping because it was not necessarily flush. I'll open this up here, I guess, so we can see the capacity real fast. Kind of wait for the fan to shut off. But you can see on top there maybe the gasket seal. And then this is where you load your charcoal. Now there's a max fill line right here. It's recommended not to fill it above that level. I have not filled it above that level myself either. That's actually the most charcoal I've had in this thing. So gonna try to figure out what's the best way to use it. Is it add charcoal as you go? But either way, what'll eventually happen is you're gonna end up using whatever charcoal's in there, because for whatever reason, maybe the damper is not airtight, or air gets sucked up in maybe through the fan, but the coals just, they don't seem to shut off even when you try to shut the whole thing down. So just one thing to consider. I don't necessarily think that's a drawback. This does come with these hooks. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not the biggest fan of these hooks. They just, you have to almost take them off anytime you want to take whatever you have on there off, and they're not always the easiest to put on there. Again, not a game killer. At least they thought about that. This handle right here, where it's at in relation to this table, kind of inconvenient as well. I think I saw one guy move it up. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to leave it as is. I'll deal with it. I got some space over here, and I got another table out here if I really need it. But that's the general initial impressions of this grill that I've had since Saturday. I've already used it a few times. It's already kind of looking dirty because I'm here in this Arizona dust. But it's a nice grill. I'm really smoker grill, whatever you want to call it. Understand it goes from 200 to 600. I'm going to use this primarily for smoking. If I want to grill, I'll probably just use the old Smoky. Maybe the Kamado if I want to do some high heat searing. But this will mainly be my smoker. Almost a set and forget it. It's been sitting at this 250 temperature. So I'll just watch these ribs, and depending how they turn out, I might post it along with this video. But this was really more to just kind of go over the grill itself. You know, it's a solid grill. It's, you know, it's not going to blow over. One thing I did notice when I was looking at pellet grills is, you know, they seem kind of light. You know, I even saw one blow over like in a bad storm once. This thing isn't going to blow over. It's, you know, it took a couple people to get it loaded from my mother-in-law's house where it was at, into the trailer, and to get it down. So, you know, it's maybe not quarter-inch steel by any stretch, but I mean, it's still, it's solid. It's a solid smoker. I think it'll do the job, especially with the gaskets I added here. So I'm looking forward to the food I'm going to cook on it. And I'll maybe post some of that. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment. I'm not really a content creator, but if you want to subscribe, feel free. I might post more stuff as we go. Have a good one.